What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, it looks like the biggest year in boxing is about to get even bigger. It looks like we have some massive news on the verge of coming to fruition. It looks like two-time WBC super middleweight world champion, undefeated Mexican-Ecuadorian superstar boxer, David the Mexican Monster Benavidez, who is 27 wins, no loss, no draw, 23 big wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 6'2", with a 75-inch arm reach, is going to face off against undefeated, two-division world champion, superstar boxer, super middleweight title contender, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade in his next fight. Demetrius Andrade is 32 wins, no losses, no draws, 19 wins by way of knockout. Demetrius Andrade is 35 years of age, 6'1" with a 74-inch arm reach. This is huge. Demetrius Andrade has been looking and seeking for a marquee fight. David Benavidez has been looking and seeking for a marquee fight. Now, David Benavidez finally landed the fight he's been wanting for years against former IBF super middleweight world champion, superstar boxer Caleb Sweethand Plant. They fought March 25th. David Benavidez, he won a unanimous decision, but he was on the verge of knocking out Caleb Plant. But he caught Caleb Plant a little late because David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant, when David Benavidez had the WBC title and Caleb Plant was the IBF champion, and they were both undefeated, that was the biggest fight in super middleweight until four-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, who was widely considered the face of the sport of boxing, and the undisputed super middleweight world champion Saul Canelo Alvarez decided to make super middleweight his home, and he defeated Caleb Plant for undisputed. But prior to that, David Benavidez, Caleb Plant was the big fight. So by the time David Benavidez got the Caleb Plant fight, well, Caleb Plant had been knocked out in the 11th round by Canelo Alvarez for undisputed. But he still got the fight. It still was a big fight. It lost a little bit of its luster because Benavidez had lost his belt on the scale. Caleb Plant got knocked out by Canelo Alvarez, so it wasn't the same. Now, David Benavidez, who was the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez, who's 59 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. Canelo Alvarez is maneuvering strategically around David Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez is now going to fight the undisputed junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jamel Iron Man Charlo, September 30th. So with that said, Andrade been trying to secure a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Benavidez been trying to secure a fight. They both undefeated. Andrade is not as active as many people would want him to be. And at 35 years of age, still not having that marquee fight. This looks like it's going to happen October 14th. Per sources. Hopefully this comes to fruition. This is the biggest year in boxing history. We got Canelo Alvarez versus Jamel Charlo. Although it's shocking because most people thought that Jamel Charlo, who is 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'11.5" with a 73-inch arm reach, was going to face off against Tim Tszyu, Australian star junior middleweight title contender. And that his identical twin brother, undefeated two-division world champion, superstar boxer, who's the reigning WBC middleweight champion, Jamal Lions Only Charlo, who is 32 wins, no losses, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout, 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. It seemed to be Jamal Charlo versus Canelo, but shockingly, it was Jamel Charlo. So that kind of upset the apple cart. Then we got Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. We got Naoya Inoue becoming undisputed and then fighting cool boy Stephen Fulton. We got David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. We got so many big fights. It looks like we're going to possibly get, before the year is up, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua finally. This will be the biggest year in boxing. And now we're on the verge of getting David Benavidez versus Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. That's a big fight. That's a huge fight. And the year of boxing continues to get bigger. That's enormous. That's gigantic. I can't speak enough how big that fight is. Because We saw Caleb Plant outboxing David Benavidez. And then the pressure. Caleb Plant has always historically had issues fading in the second half of fights. And David Benavidez, well, he's the Mexican monster for a reason. He puts a lot of physical and mental pressure on you. Extremely fast hands. He's tall. He's durable. But he was getting outboxed. But his pressure and his power wore down Caleb Plant. And then he started to batter Caleb Plant. Then Demetrius Andrade is seen as the ultimate pure boxer. Skilled, talented, southpaw, big, power, but inactive. And he too has faded in the second half of fights. So it's a very interesting fight. Can Demetrius Andrade outbox David Benavidez? Now, he has way more power than Caleb Plant. And he's seen to be a more polished boxer than Caleb Plant. And he's more durable than Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant had already been knocked out. So can Demetrius Andrade sustain that for 12 rounds? Because David Benavidez don't have the best defense. Or will the ring rust, the age, father time, and the inactivity catch up to Demetrius Andrade, along with the mental and physical pressure that David Benavidez puts on his opponents, and he break Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade down? Somebody's always got to go. This is huge. Then in December, we're going to get Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence rematch. Although it was a one-sided affair and a one-sided stoppage victory in the part of Terrence Crawford, dropping Errol Spence in the second round, twice in the seventh round, and then stopping him in the ninth round. We're going to get a rematch. Jermell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, September 30th. This is huge. We might even get this fight September 7th. We might get Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez September 7th on free TV on Showtime as they re-air Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo. That's how it was done back in the days, right? You had a big fight following the big pay-per-view fight, and they air that one free, and then you get the re-air of the pay-per-view, right? So that's a strong possibility that we can get that, right? So October 7th is a strong possibility that we get this fight re-airing the previous Saturday, which was September 30th. This is huge for the sport of boxing. Enormous. So let's see. And it looks like Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua could face off in December as well. Tyson Fury is going to fight, I believe, October 28th. Against Francis Ngannou. So if he fights October 28th against Francis Ngannou, well, Tyson Fury's not fighting Oleksandr Usyk until at least February. And then we have Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois fighting August. And then we have Anthony Joshua fighting next Saturday. We have Oscar Valdez and Emmanuel and Navarrete next Saturday. We have Devin Haney and Regis Prograis October 28th. Shakur Stevenson looks to come back in November. We have a lot of big fights on our hands. So hopefully this comes to fruition. Let's see how this unfolds and plays out. And also it looks like we're going to get Inoue versus Tapales for Undisputed before the year is up as well. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, not, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.